Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. Okay, this is Vital. Yeah, all right. Today we are going to discuss with how to create CRUD operations. Guys, if you are first in this video, please do watch the previous video. I will add in link in description. Once you watch that video, then come to this video. Okay. So without do late, so let's get start the session. I hope guys I assume like you watched the previous video and you came came into the this video. Okay. Mm, Let me just explore some packages here. Okay, this is what we discussed in previous video. Just we created a simple class, and by using that class, right, we just created a method within that class. We just simply we call the one test method, whether it is our application is up and run or not. Just we check the in previous session. Okay. In this video, we are going to discuss with CRUD operations. Okay, as I discussed in previous video, right, you can see here we have planned to create the CRUD operations with MySQL and JP configuration. Okay, so let's get started the video. Okay, just a second, guys. See here, we are going to create the CRUD operation, right? In that CRUD operations, we have the multiple classes we will write. Like if I talk about some packages, right, we have the entity packages and repository packages, service layer packages, okay, service implementation packages. Like that, we have the multiple packages. So that we should follow it here, like correct way to create the application. So for that, let's create the one package. Right click on base package, click new, click on package. Here, just give the package name something. Give package name something, just CRUD. Okay, I just give like this, hit enter. Okay, sorry guys, I think instead of CRUD, let me give the something, rename it or refactor. If you want to rename that package, just refactor, rename it. Instead of CRUD, I just want to give like entity. Okay, entity, just hit enter. In this entity package, let me create one simple Java class. Just give the class name as something the employee. Okay, employee, employee, hit enter. Okay, this is the simple Java class created. Okay, this is the simple Java class. Okay, let me add some instance variable within this class. Private ID. ID means it is employee ID. Like this, you can just consider private string name. Private string and employee. Think your last name something. Okay, last name private string city. Okay, as of now, let me take only these things. Okay, if you want, this ID should be primary key in my database. For that, we have an annotation. Just use at ID. Okay. Okay. See here, guys. The issue is here we are not getting the at ID annotations because of we did not add the any dependency related to the GP and MySQL. Okay, that's why we are not able to get the those annotations. For that, if you want to add the dependency, right, just right click on your project and go to the Spring, add starters. Okay. while creating the applications, you should have the good network connection. Otherwise, you will get some load like this. Here you can, we need to add the two dependency for the database connection. One is for Spring Data JPA. Here, if you add Spring Data JPA, it provides persist data in SQL stores with Java persistence API using Spring Data and Hibernate. Okay? This is the API. Data JPA. It is a JPA is a interface which can provide us a lot of features to implement our database connection. Okay. Actually, in this project, I'm going to use the MySQL database. That's why I just select the MySQL driver. Just to go click next, and okay. Once you click that, just select form, click finish. Okay. All dependency can be added in our class path. Once it is added, right, Spring Boot automatically download the jar files. Now here, it is updating the model project. Let it build. Hope it is done. Before, actually we were not getting the @id annotation, right? Let me just press here control space. Now we got, right? We got the @id from Jakarta.persistence. Just double click on that annotations. This annotations can says like you can see here, specify the primary key of an entity. Okay, this if I use @id, this field can act as a primary key in database. Okay, if you want to customize your column name, you can also do like that. Just call something like this column, hit enter, into the any name. If you want something, right, AMP. If you want to give AMP name like this, you can just give here also. If you want at column, you want the annotations from JPA. Just give name, hit enter. Okay, AMP last name. Okay, just give the last name like this. Just use @ column something. Just control space. You can use the name of the field or name of the column. Column is EMP city. Where is that? Okay. Here is EMP city. Okay. Whatever I give the name of the column, right? This field can be created in database. Okay. For this, if you want to create the getter setters, right? Just right click on here. Go to the source, generate getters and setters. Click on that. Select all, generate. Okay, it is created the all getters and setters. If you want to create all and no arg constructor, right, just do same like this. Click here, constructors, generate construction for using fields. Select, it is by default selected. Just generate. And if you want to create default construct, like just create yourself something EMP. This is the default construct, right? I just bring this to construct from the top above the getter setters. Okay, fine, right? I just declare the some variables here, instance variables with private and after that I just created the one is default constructor and another one is parameterized constructor and getters and setters. Okay, that's it, right? Okay, now guys, here if you want to connect with database from Java to database, we need a repository. Okay, Spring Boot provides the some repositories. Let me create that. Just create another package for repository. Click just package, go the repository. Okay, hit enter. Okay, repository package got created. Just right click on that package, create interface, give the interface something employee. Okay, just give employee repo something name like this. Okay, this interface is the act as a employee repository. Okay. We need to extend the JPA repository, which can provided by the JPA. Just use JPA RE control space. Here we got the JPA repository. Hit enter. Here we need to give the our class name. Which entity we are going to map? We are going to map this entity here, employee, right? Which we have just declared before few seconds. We hit enter. Here we can select the employee class, which is entity package. This is the we need to give here primary key, like what is the unique we can say, like if we see in employee class, here we have declared the one variable which is integer, right? First int. This is the primary field. That's why here we have given the data type is int, but in repository class we should not give the primitive data types here. We should give the wrapper class. Okay, if they are string, here we should give the string wrapper class. Okay, that's it. Okay, we have completed the repository. Now let me create, before going to business layer, we will configure the database configuration in properties file. Okay, let's go to the src main resource, double click application.properties file. Let me declare here some database configuration. Okay, db configuration like this. If I use has, right, it indicates in application.properties file it is a comment. Okay, use spring dot data source dot url. Give the url something MySQL. This is the MySQL URL, jdbc mysql : because of our MySQL is running on local system, right? Localhost. So port number is by default MySQL port number is 3306, and here the database. I am going to create the database by name, like give something test. Okay, test Crud offer. Okay, operation something we can give. Okay, like this. Okay, test Crud operations. We should create this database in our data MySQL. Okay, just copy that thing. We'll do it later. Before that, let me configure username and password. Spring dot data source. Okay, the username is root according to your system. Username, okay. Data source, it should be source, not a source. Okay, use spring data source dot password. Okay, give your password. Actually my password is different. According to your password, you can give your password. Okay, you have completed the db configuration. Let me configure the JPA configuration as well. Okay, JPA configuration, let me give. You can just directly create ddl -auto, hit enter, just give here update. Before update, if you just you can see here you can see the create drop something, right? If you give the create the schema and destroy previous data. Okay, if you just use create, right, it will create the table and each table each time. Like if you restart our application, right, in that time also it's create the each time it create the tables. We don't want like that. We just want whenever its requirement is needed, right, in that time only you can create. In that time we can use update. If you use update, right, if it's a requirement, then it will create the table, otherwise it will not create. Okay. Another value property can use show SQL something. Just type show SQL, show hyphen SQL, hit enter, and here if you make it to right, what happens, whatever we can it will do in backend, right, in database. Like the database can create the table and insert the value automatically because of we used the data JP, and here we just give on the database configuration. Here we just added the JP configuration, right. What it will do automatically, it can create the queries backend. That queries if you want to see in our console, right, you just make it true. Okay, that's it guys. Let me create one database in MySQL. Just copy that database name. Let me go to the MySQL. If you are beginner, please use MySQL command line because of you may know how to create all these things. Once you open that command line interface, right, you can just put your password, MySQL password, and directly just use command create a database. Is the database name, hit enter. Okay, it's created. Share query, okay, one row affected, right. Just show databases. If you want to database, right, you can see that database. This is the database which we have created now. If you want use that database, just use command the database name, semicolon, hit enter. Okay, now that database, whatever we can create and do operation, right, it will impact on only just code operations database. Okay, now actually I don't want to create manually create table. I want to create table through JP. Okay, so for that let me go to the our entity class here. This one employee class which I created, right. If I want to create this class name as same in my table name, in that time we can just choose entity annotations. Okay, if you use another entity, right, whatever I give here class name, right, this class name same created the table in database. If I want to customize the table, here you can use add table annotations. Okay, here give table name something emp. Okay, emp table. Okay, you can use like this. Now what happens, once I run our application, it will create the table by name employee underscore hyphen table. Okay, let me show these things and we'll see later. Okay, let me just close all tabs. Let me try to run as Springboot applications. Here you can see the console. Our application gets starting. Oh great guys, our application running up and run. You can see here we got one query, create table employee table. Okay, this is which we have mentioned in our table annotation, right, that name is equal to employee underscore table. That is what it's created, and this is the our attributes. And after that, yeah, here primary key is id, which why it's created primary key means if we see here in class, I have added the where is that entity class. This is entity class, right. Okay, I just used here added id. For that it's created the id. Suppose if I want to auto increment primary key, for that we have another annotation here. You just generated something, that gen control space generated value something generated value. Okay, parenthesis, just use strategy, just you can use the auto control space and hit enter. Now what happens, let me stop server, let me restart it. What happens when we are adding the multiple times in data, right? In that times, what happens, it will auto increment the primary keys automatically while giving the input in through postman, right? In that time, we do not, if you not give the any id, right, it will automatically increment the id. Okay, that's why I used the line number 15 at generated value strategy auto. Okay, now let me see the in database whether it is table or created or not. Just command show tables, hit enter. Now you can see we got one table employee underscore table, right? If you want to see what is the like details on that table, just use a disk underscore table name emp underscore table. Now here, if I use this command, right, it can give the description of table. We have the id, employee city, employee name, employee last name, and these are the types. Okay, these things it can show. See here, if you observe here, see here, I given the id, right? I did not any like given the custom name, whatever it's first one, right? That is what it's created. This is the employee city which I give the in at column, right? See here at column, and this employee name which I given the at column annotations. This like name, last name, these things is created, but it did not take the that original. This one it did not take because of we use it at column annotations with the system name. That particular name you have to use like this. We have set to the Spring Boot. Okay, that's why it's created the such type of fields. Okay, now what we did, we have created the simple Java class, and we have just communicated with database. In database, automatically table created by the Spring Boot. We did not touch anything to in any queries. Automatically, it is done by Spring Boot, right? This is what Spring Boot done. And after that, I think I have just only created maybe one repository, right? Yes, repository. This is for the next thing we will discuss on this next video, because of if you use a employee repository, right, this will help us to save the data and fetch the data from database. Okay, we will discuss this thing into the next video because of it's too late. Okay, I hope guys you understand what I'm trying to show you. If you like my videos, please like, do subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you guys. If you want to, please, if you like videos, please share with your friends. Thank you guys. Have a great day.